Hello, my name is Kuwama, and welcome to The Space in Between. This was a game that I found on Steam for free, as I usually do, and it looked interesting. It looked kind of like different from the other games that I had seen. It's not an indie horror game. It seemed like it was just very much of an atmospheric game, almost like an art game, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm really excited to try this out, actually. It looked really good. In June, what is the answer to the problem 14? You have absolutely no idea what the professor is talking about. You'd spent the previous night watching anime instead of doing your homework. Yes. All of a sudden, you feel a kick from the side of your desk. It's 47. A voice whispered from your right. You see Miles. After class, you approach him. Thanks for that, you say, glancing at his backpack. You see a familiar pin from your favorite band. You listen to Fleet Foxes. Your first date with him is... Okay, I get where this is going. This is going very much of like a kind of like build your own story thing. Also, this music sounds very much of like a like in the Game Boy Advance era. It's good though. Very Nintendo. First date with him. Personally, I'd go with the park. More romantical. A week later, you sit on the beach pier listening to the street performers as the sky turns from a soft pink to black. Will you be my girlfriend? I don't know, will I? Yeah, sure. You seem pretty cool. You two bond over your shared taste in... Memes really do bring us together. FYI, wholesome memes are always the way to go. As the weeks go on, you grow a fondness for the way he always looks down when he smiles. Because here's a guy who notices the way you can't help yourself when you get excited, who holds you when you need it the most. You didn't realize that there's still romance in the world left for you, but here it is. Big and glowing and full. You decide to celebrate by having a solo dance party in your room. It's always fun. Baking every baked good you could possibly think of. Also good. I'm gonna go with a solo dance party. It just seems like more fun. Plus, I don't want to get fat. The playlist? All throwback songs. The perfect choice for pretending you're the star in a music video. Your friends don't even need to ask why you're smiling so much. So, I feel like something's gonna go wrong, and it's gonna be really sad. You're now 5 months into your relationship, so it's jumping ahead. I feel like it's gonna be kind of like a bad story coming up here pretty soon. I can't believe you're driving us 2 hours just to go stargazing. I officially won the boyfriend lottery. Not gonna say anything. I hope it ends up good. I like happy endings. I'm just a pessimist. I like driving. Plus, it'll be nice with just us two. My sense of direction is kind of questionable, and there's no signal, so I don't know if that's a good thing. We did pick a good long drive playlist. I said I'm a pessimist. I'm not. I don't want to be one here. We did pick a good long drive playlist. That's what I would say. The lookout spot is pretty. It's also in the middle of the woods. If a bear tries to eat us, you're fighting it, and I'm running for help. Glad to know you're committed to our safety. I'm very committed. I'm the one devising the plan in case the bear mauls us. I bet I'm a faster runner than you. I got it. I distract the bear by seducing it, and you can run into the bear and knock it over. Then we both run away. See, everybody knows that the only way to beat a bear is by seducing it. You show him a little curve, show him a little hip, show him a little tuck, you got it. There it is. I don't think the bear will be that easy to seduce. Look at the face. He's checking him out. He's checking them out. I promise. Like, that's the face I make every time I see my wife. What, you're saying I'm not pretty enough for the bear? You're telling me your own girlfriend that she's uglier than a bear? I haven't seen you. That's not what I said. I haven't seen you. Yes, but that's what you meant. I haven't seen you. I don't know. You could be freaking butt ugly. I mean, everybody, good personality. Like, that's really what matters. I tell you you're pretty all the time. Okay, so she's probably pretty. Oh, I didn't know. What? You have a thing for bears. That's funny. That's good. You want to break up with me, but you don't know how to break the news, so you're going to let me die instead? That's really intense. I'm gonna go with the little light stuff here because it sounds this a little more. That's a little intense. No, I do not. That's why you think the bear won't like me, because you yourself want the bear. You're crazy. We should just call this bear dating simulator instead. That's not what's going to happen. I'm so glad that you're comfortable enough to share this with me. It's not true, though. First step to getting help for your bear problem is admitting you have one. Got quiet. Fine. If the bear comes, I'll attack, and you run. I'm glad we could agree on the plan. I, too, am thrilled. Okay, this is a really weird relationship. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's kind of weird. I don't think I've been here since I was a kid. I didn't realize how beautiful it is here. I'm so used to the city. Yeah, there's no one here. Let's set up the blanket and lie down. Does the music cut out, like, purposefully at a certain time? Or is it, like, does it cut out, like, just when it runs its loop? Oof. Do you know any constellations? Yes, I do. No, I wish I did. I always thought they were boring, so I made my own. That's actually pretty cool. What do you mean? I would create random shapes from the stars and then come up with my own backstory, either a random one I thought of or something from my life. So, I mean, that's how constellations kind of were originally started, so, like, hey, she's as smart as a creek. That's so wholesome. My mom said I was an imaginative kid. We could do that now. That's okay. It's a stupid idea. Is this Minecraft? No, I want to. Here, let me start. You're now stargazing with Miles. To form the constellation, click and drag between pairs of stars until all edges of the constellation are visible. To find more constellations, move the mouse up to the edge of the screen to scroll across the night sky. Completing constellations will unlock more constellations. Have fun. Controls are a little wonky, but... Ooh, look at that. Okay, so we have one more. Just a little circle. Okay. I see a record. Why a record? I always had this dream to hang up a record sleeve on my wall before I went through life trauma. I thought life's problems could be solved through listening to a good song. That's true. Some of your life problems can. I wish I could be that naive. Man, this kid's kind of intense. Now it just represents a person I could never be again. I don't think so. That part of you, the one that gets excited over everything, is the reason I wanted you to be my girlfriend. You're the one who constantly tells me to appreciate the beauty of the universe. Yeah, but I'm also the person where it's like one small thing goes wrong, and I'm cursing the universe. I never told you this, but the first time we talked over video chat, before we even started dating, my sisters already knew I liked you. Did you tell them? No, they could hear it in my voice. What could possibly be different about your voice? I sounded happy. You need to stop being so cute, when I'm gonna start appreciating the beauty of the universe again. A little gushy for me. I don't think you realize how much joy you have for being alive. That's because life doesn't always feel so simple. You think I'm too cheesy? Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. Life isn't always complicated. That's why I must appreciate the rare, simple moments. I don't remember the last time I felt simple. Remember when we went to karaoke? Are you talking about New Year's Eve? Yeah, didn't life feel simple then? Despite everything that was happening in our lives, that night was the last moment I thought everything was going to be okay. When we were counting down to the new year, I really thought I was going to put my past aside. I thought there's no way this year would be as bad, but here we are. I'm not one to believe in miracles, but I want to, for you. I don't need a miracle, I just want a break. I was talking to my therapist about your situation, and he told me that you have to acknowledge that your worldview is influenced by your mom. Sometimes the negative self-talk isn't you, it's you mirroring your mom. The therapist is onto something. She usually is. Okay. So I'm gonna stop here. It was an interesting game. It was a little different than all the other games I'd played. The only thing is, it was a little too much narrative and not enough gameplay. Like, it would have been cool if I could have done part of the drive, or if we could have walked to this spot that we were looking at the stars instead of like just clicking another narration. So it's a little dry for me. Plus, just the story in general, it seems a little too it seems like it's that feeling you get when you're listening in, like you're a third person in a conversation, two people are having a really intense conversation about like their life, like they've known each other for a long time, and you're that person standing there because, hey, you just came to have dinner, like you're just here to have a good time, like have a beer or two, and these guys are having an intense conversation. You're just kind of like, that's kind of how I felt playing this game, to be honest. I understand it's a narrative, and I understand like this person probably poured a lot of their personal experiences into this game. But for me, it just was lacking gameplay, and I think that gameplay would have taken away from the awkwardness of just kind of just sitting there, like listening to these two people talk. So that's all I have to say. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like it, and don't forget to subscribe. I had a good time. I hope you had a good time. So I'll see you next time. See ya.